Hey, we are Toucher and Hardy. You can watch us on YouTube. Subscribe to 98.5 The Sports Hub on YouTube to watch all of this take place, even after the show's over, where yours truly is battling with a whole phone situation, where my phone is... People, I've gotten a lot of emails on it, and I do appreciate it. But my phone will make outgoing calls. I'm able to receive and send texts. The internet with the apps and the looking online and the Googles and things, all humming along. Wi-Fi, no Wi-Fi, it don't matter. However, I cannot receive incoming calls. And I've thought about it. And this isn't just an inconvenience like, oh, look at us in this modern day and age addicted to our phones. I think that even when I was 5 years old, you needed to have a line that someone could reach you on. We're going back to the 1800s, not being able to receive a phone call. It's very upsetting. And I'm sitting here, and I know that I'm going to have to go to Verizon today. And I'm supposed to go to Providence. I'm supposed to go to Brown University today to see my son play baseball. But if I have to go to Verizon and spend 2 hours at Verizon, I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can do the show, spend 2 hours at Verizon, then drive down to Providence, and I don't know if I've already pitched. Like, that's the thing. That's the rub. I have to get my daughter from school, but I have to get my daughter from school when the game starts. So there's a very good chance I could get to Providence and he's already pitched.
I know you want to be there, and I know that you should be there and all that stuff. How much will he be pitching? You said this is like an all-star thing?
I would imagine an inning at most. See, yeah, I'm only going out of a sense of obligation, and I don't even know if he would care that I'm there.
Oh, see, that's the key. Would he be? That was the question I had on deck.
I know that he likes when I'm at the games. That I know, is that he likes when I'm at the games. I don't know if I explained to him like how it would be impossible, because I've obviously not been at games before. Not often, but there are games I've not been to. But this is really a situation of like I would get his sister early from school, a little early from school, not crazy early from school, drive to Providence, and there's like a 50% chance he's already pitched. Maybe I shouldn't go. Because the only other option is then I got to not pick my daughter up from school. And sure, she could walk. But again, this is a conversation I don't want to have.
How many times have you driven out to Groton? How many times have you driven to other away games in distant places?
Oh, I haven't missed him pitching for anything except for him being out of town, like in another state, like outside of New England, or the show happening. I haven't missed it. Now, but those were things where, like, I don't even know anything was good. This is an ISL All-Star game. I don't know what's going on. Or an underclass games, something of that nature that you're invited to play in. You can't be a senior. You could be junior or below last year. It doesn't really matter what it is. The only point is I don't know when he's pitching. If it's a game for his school, I knew he was starting, or there was a chance he would, pitch the last inning. I don't know. Maybe I'm going to have a conversation with him, see if he cares, because I don't know if I can do this show, then sit at this Verizon for 2 hours, and then get his sister and head out to Providence. I think maybe we just batten down the hatches at that point. Where are you at with that, Johnny?
I think you don't need to go. I think that this is he's going to pitch an inning at most. Of all the games that you have watched, this game matters the least.
Well, it's not even really a game. I would say it's an exhibition.
This outing matters the least out of all the games you've gone to. And think about all the amount of time that you've spent in the car. All of those traffic jams on Route 2. All of those trips out to nowhere with one stoplight.
Yeah,
I think you might get away with not going to this one, especially since in the end it doesn't matter all that much.
I mean, there's colleges there and stuff. What do you think, Hardy?
I think without the phone thing today.
Sure.
I think without the phone thing today, it's going to be a bit of a struggle.
Yeah,
and if you were being unreasonable and like, oh, would you stop being such a baby? Just figure it out. That is my default position,
Certainly.
especially with you.
Yes, of course.
But I get it. Like, especially if it's an issue as it is with not being able to receive calls, which we all get phone calls from our kids when they need things, most of the time not important, but that's what you do. You always take the call from your kids, no matter what it is. And if they can't call you, then you got to get that fixed. And if you're not going to be able to do that today and get down there, then you don't go down there.
I got to tell you, though, if I have one more person tell me like to Google it, I'm going to go insane. Well, and it's not because the person's asking me to Google it. It's because obviously there's people that don't do that. Enough people where people feel like that's advice.
I didn't know how long it was going on for, but I don't think I was online and asking you, have you tried restarting your phone? That was the first thing I asked you this morning. But yeah, this has been a process, and I did imagine that you had investigated everything you could on your own.
Well, I talked to Verizon yesterday. They said it was a network problem, but that network problem hasn't been solved. I don't, this is ongoing 24 hours. They said it was not my phone. I gave them access to it. Kevin, go ahead. Kevin.
Turn off the phone and turn it back on again.
Oh.
Why didn't we think of that?
Thank you, Kevin. I appreciate it. I will, if I run out of every other option, I'll try it. I don't want to go crazy and try that. I don't want to go Harry Carey right away and do mutual destruction or anything right away.
I'm trying it right now.
All right, try my phone. Yeah, you can play. It rang once, and then it disappeared.
If you feel you have reached this recording in error, please check the number and try your call announcement too. Welcome.
All right, there you go. Bill, go ahead.
Hello?
Hello, you're on the air.
Yeah, okay. So, Fred, what you should look to do is go into... Do you have an iPhone?
I do.
Yeah, so you go into Settings and then into General, and you scroll all the way to the bottom where it says to reset or erase iPhone.
I did
you
that.
You touch that, and you reset network settings.
I've done that. I've done both. I've reset the network settings, and I've reset the phone, everything except for when it erases everything.
What are we doing? Have we not contacted Adolfo on this?
Adolfo just texted me.
He fixes iPhones for a living.
Then you do have to go to Verizon to get it resolved, because if that doesn't take care of it, then it's something on their network.
All right, thank you. I do believe it's something on their network, but Adolfo says you have access to the Verizon app. And he says that I say I do, so maybe this is going to be, maybe I can cook with this Verizon app. Maybe they can do it via the app. Maybe they could be working on it right now. Right in the next break, I could start. Adolfo, you magnificent bastard. But I do have a Verizon app. I have a Verizon app that does not give me an itemized list of my bill.
That seems problematic.
About what I'm paying for. It just says you owed this amount of money and you paid.
That seems to be a problem.
I'll tell you. So I reset the whole phone. It's amazing. All these apps want you to turn on your notifications for them. Like Verizon. I just hit Verizon, and they're like, Verizon wants to send you notifications. No. Why the hell do I want my phone going? If you have notifications for everything, then nothing is important. Then it's just your phone going off all the time. Like, hey, summer savings at Verizon. Well, thanks a lot. Yeah, Adolfo's on the case. Can you activate an eSIM on the app?
Would it be worth calling Adolfo at this point to have him talk you through this verbally?
Not on the air.
Okay.
No, every app that wants you to enable the push notifications.
Yes.
And the last app that I got was the FedEx app when I was waiting for my super clone.
Oh, yes.
For my Wuhan watch. And
looks great on you, by the way.
And I downloaded the FedEx app, and it's amazing. Within 3 days, because I don't get that many FedEx packages. Apparently, once your name is like in the system, they just alert you to everything. I had 3 packages showing up in the next 3 days, and I was getting all these notifications like where it is. Now it's coming here. Now it's at that spot. I said, oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, no,
but it's only when you have something coming. And 2 of these things I didn't even know I was getting. So it was like a surprise before the surprise.
All right, Adolfo has called in. Adolfo, go ahead.
Hey, so okay, so there's probably a way to fix this, but it would require some technical things on your end.
Okay.
Okay, so
Here we go.
So
are you excited
here we
for
go.
this fart
All right,
monitor?
so-
Here we go.
I heard about the fart monitor. Okay, so you know what an IMEI is, right?
No.
I know.
Okay.
I know.
All right.
No, I know.
So-
I know about IMI.
Okay, so on the app, on the Verizon
I'm on the app,
do you
yes.
have an Do you have an option to turn on or turn off eSIMs?
Is it just ESIM?
Yeah, ESIM, eSIMs.
Okay. I don't. How would I do that, Adolfo? I don't know.
See, that's what. Okay, that's why I was a little concerned. Okay, so
But where
In
would I
theory,
see
there's-
eSIM?
see that I do not know. I'm not familiar with the app.
Oh, okay.
So, like, if I guess there's no
pronounced
AI on
Aesop.
those
It's a
apps, are they?
fable.
What?
Yeah. I tried YouTubing this problem earlier, and there's like no way for me to look into the interface of the Verizon app. So there's no way for me. So there's a way to do it. So what you would do is, don't do this now. Do this until you figure out how to activate an eSIM on the app. So the way you would do it is delete your eSIM and then reactivate it using the app.
Okay.
You follow the instructions, and then hopefully that works.
All right. Well, Adolfo, thank you. I can't wait for you to get your fart monitor in the mail. And
I'm counting the days.
all right, you're a good friend, Adolfo. Thank you. Thank you so much.
I know it's not.
idea what
I know it's not the email segment, but we did receive one email much earlier. It said, "Tell Fred not to worry. His phone is being picked up. I called him yesterday, and Blind Scott answered like he was an answering service. We talked for hours."
That's what it says. It says that the phone call was picked up by another device. Like, that's what it says on my phone.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Blind Scott also just emailed me. He doesn't email that much because he's followed Adam down the hall, which is heartbreaking. But he said, wouldn't it be fun if I just devoted my life to saving your life and pushing you out of the ways of tragic accidents? So he has this fantasy now of where I'm getting hit by a train or like someone shooting at me.
Wasn't there
and he's
one where
throwing himself in front of the bullet?
Wasn't there one where someone breaking into the house, but he was like a pseudo security guard and stopped him?
Yeah, he's got this like weird fantasy of saving my life, which is very close to ending it. Like it's he's
Oh yeah. The two are in pretty much lockstep with each other.
yeah. Like if you're fantasizing about saving someone's life, you're envisioning them dying a lot. And
it's not a far leap.
yeah, if he wasn't blind, I'd be much more concerned. But I think I could one up him based on him not being able to see. Like I don't know if he could sneak up on me as well, on the kind of his no vision and me having vision.
And, well, the clicking of the cane too.
Yeah, I don't even know if he walks with a cane. I don't know what's going on.
Sounds like they need to reset the eSIM on the card. FYI, 30 years at Verizon. That's from Daniel.
I am. Well,
You need
Adolfo,
an eSIM. You need an eSIM reset.
simple as that.
That's it.
Well, I will have to go to Verizon and have them reset this dang eSIM, and we'll do that. We'll get that done. But I'll tell you, it's weighing on me. I don't know why it's weighing on me so much, but it's constantly this tickling in the back of my head.
I think that would be the same for Hardy and myself as well. If we had to go through this, you rely on this thing so much. It's a natural reaction, no?
Yeah. Well, it's good to know because because if it was just like not getting the internet on my phone, then I would just go, oh, well, you've like everyone else, you're addicted to your phone, which I am. But not being able to get the phone calls is because like when doctor's office or something calls you, they're calling they can't text you. They're calling from a landline. Mm-hmm. There's a bunch of stuff going on. I need it. School can't call you because the school is calling from a landline. I need this phone activated.
Can't leave you voicemails.
Right. My son tried to call me when I was on the golf course yesterday, said the phone. And then when people call you, they think that you probably died or something because it says the phone's not activated anymore or went to jail or you went back to the loony bin.
Right.
You know, any one of these things.
The 2 or 3 worries that you'd have for most people exponentially increase when it's you.
Right.
There are many more bad options that are in play.
Right. Like I ended up in some kind of facility where they not only took away my phone, but just disabled it completely because they know in the
He's
future.
not going to need this again.
Yeah, right. Like you're going away for a long time, sir. Like you are in here for a long time. All right. Well, listen, we're going to have Peter Rosenberg on tomorrow. Pete Rosenberg. He got caught up with something, so we will have him on. And then we'll have gotten through this show with one guest. But what a guest it was. A man that climbed to the top of Everest in under 10 hours. He was on. If you would like to hear that on the podcast or on YouTube, that was at 7:20 this morning. All right. We'll be back in just a moment. It's never changed. It's never changed. It's the same thing over and over and over and over. It's just never good. It wasn't funny the first time.
Toucher and Hardy, mornings on the Sports Hub.
The email bit is powered by Jeffrey Glassman Injury Lawyers. If you've been hurt in a car work accident, you got to get Glassman. Don't just send an email. Call all sevens at 617-777-7777 or visit gottagetglassman.com. Adolfo just texted me. He said, do you trust me enough to log into your account? But what does the Verizon account entail? It's not access to my phone, correct?
I don't know.
Like just by getting on my Verizon account, I don't think you get on my phone and can read all my stuff.
No, I don't think so. I think he just wants to probably see if he can find the eSIM reset option.
Right. Oh, it's very exciting. Oh, Adolfo. He's getting his computer. Maybe just for the show, I'll let him have at it. Let him get a little eSIM going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got to get to his computer. All right, what do we got here today?
Not Gary Tangway. Have you addressed the silent electric slide Fred pulled before the auction yesterday? It was actually impressive to witness. Kudos all around. Gare Bear out. Yes, that was Fred leaving the Sports Hub Who's Your Caddy before the live auction yesterday, as you had other matters to attend to.
Did you know did not Gary Tangway was there?
I didn't know that was him.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe I've met him before, but I think I had met him before, but I didn't know he was going to be there. Didn't know anything.
Well, I had two guys come up to me and they were talking to me. They said they were 27 and they were fans of the Eddie Trunk bit.
Really?
And they said that we should do a live Eddie Trunk show at the Wilbur where I, unbeknownst to you guys, go up and do a song at the end. It was their idea. But
that seems like a terrible idea.
Really,
why wouldn't you tell us?
In retrospect, when you see it, it was a bad idea as Nick found it. But the idea, but it made me feel it hardened. It was they said that they had watched that metal show and they saw the famous episode with the lead singer of Saxon where they were tasked. It was an impossible task for them to rank the top 5 Saxon albums. And they had the vinyl there, and he had to put them in order. And
where do you start?
Well, I mean, exactly. Like, which one of your babies do you love the most? Which one of your children do you love the most? And it was Denim and Leather, just so you know, which was kind of like an obvious choice, but whatever.
There was an email last night. I want to draw your attention to an especially low moment of the broadcast from Monday. While you were all playing golf, around the 13-minute mark of hour 3 yesterday, Michael Holley referenced Tim McComb as a scatback. I was very disappointed, not that I expected people filling in for you to emulate you, but when I heard that, mine was the only voice to say out loud, yes, yes, at the mention of a scatback.
Right.
I mentioned this as it does not represent your brand well. I'm not mad. I'm disappointed.
Well,
that's from JP.
Well, listen, we can't control the lack of yes, yeses from the people that fill in for us. But this weekend, I was on Instagram and I saw that someone wanted me to collaborate on a post. And it was Hardy who had made a post with the quote that I guess I said on the air. German porn by trope is scatological.
Yes, I saw it.
You didn't collaborate with me.
I did collaborate.
Oh,
with
you did? Okay.
Oh, I absolutely collaborated with you. I thought it was funny. You had that Hammerstein or whatever band in the background. But indeed, we were talking, and I had made, I know the context of it. I had made a joke, and then I felt the need to explain the joke. So I was like, German porn by trope is scatological.
Which I decided belonged on an inspirational poster.
Right.
Yeah.
And apparently during the show, not apparently, I remember saying it, but someone emailed and they said that I said, when we got the revelation that John had been handcuffed by a woman during lovemaking, that wasn't the question. The question was just, have you ever been handcuffed? It was in a legal sense, but John had been handcuffed, but not in a legal sense. I said, I don't go for any of that stuff. I just said, just nice, not strange. That's what I say. I don't want any shenanigans. I don't need it. Nor will I. I don't want to participate in it anymore. I don't want to be handcuffed, and I don't want to handcuff you. Jay says Hardy's hat. At first, I thought it was a neat thresher shark, but realizing it was just the cape really brought Hardy down a couple pegs in my book. Not only does the brightness of that hat make no sense, he really has to advertise he's from Mass. Who's he trying to impress with that? Yuck. That's Jay from Salem.
I get more compliments on this hat than any other hat that I wear. People want to know where it's from, what the brand is, and I'll tell you, it's Cape Shark. It's a friend of a friend who owns the company.
Yeah, it's like a Rorschach test. I find myself, I don't mind the hat at all.
No.
But I find myself...
I think Jay's being a goose. Pardon my French.
But it is interesting because I did know that it was the cape, and every time you turn to me, I am studying the logo, which makes it a good logo. Unlike the Morning Brew logo, Billy Jaffe's.
You know the problem is Jay's from Salem. All the North Shore people automatically poo-poo the Cape.
What?
Anyone from the North Shore, say, "Oh, Cape, why would you go there? You got to go north. You got to go up into the frigid waters of Maine. That's where it's at." No, you don't have to. Can't do it. There was a really funny one yesterday about an uncomfortable moment between Andrew Callahan and Michael Holley, but it deserves to be.
No, you can't.
I can't. But what I can do, either one of us can bring it up the next time Michael Holley is here. He would love it. He would love to talk about it, but we have to talk about it when Michael Holley is here.
Did you talk to Michael Holley about it?
No.
Okay. No. All right. It's not a big deal.
No. But it would be fun.
Yeah. A lot of people have thoughts on Nick. This is from Cam. He said, a few years ago, my uncle was sleepwalking, and he actually walked out to his car and drove away. He woke up 4 miles away in a grocery store parking lot. Thankfully, nobody was hurt. Also, I now wonder if Nick was awake when he stuck that gum under the desk last year that later fell onto Maz's pants.
I remember that.
If you're just joining us, Nick had the revelation today in the discussion of the fart monitor that he'll be wearing. The fart monitor people from the University of Maryland said you have to take a picture of all your food, which was interesting in itself.
Yeah.
And then Nick just casually says, well, if I remember what I ate, and we're like, what are you talking about? And he says, well, I often, like, for instance, a couple nights ago or last night, woke up in the middle of the night and ate a whole box of cereal and 3 sub rolls, whatever the hell those are. And we said, oh, well, that's odd. And he goes, yes, I do it. I've done it twice. And we thought in the year. And he goes, no, this week. I do it twice a week.
He gets up in the middle of the night, sleepwalks downstairs into the kitchen, and gorges.
And then goes back up to bed and has no recollection of it, which would really disturb most people. But Nick lives in a glorious bubble of non-self-reflection that is just got to be the best. I'm so that's what I'm thinking.
As long as I'm not having a near-death experience covered in my own feces or stroking out while at work, everything's fine.
You know what? He has a different perspective on these things than we do. He does. If you think about it, man almost died in his own feces, had a small stroke while standing here in the studio, and he's still here. This is child's play to him.
It really doesn't bother him.
Yeah, some guy emailed and he's like, hey, about your son's game, you should go. There's only so many of these. I don't know. And believe me, I know, but there's a lot while they're going on. But I don't know what the deal is today. I don't know. Like, I don't know when he pitches. I don't know. It's not like a game. He's got to leave at 10:30 in the morning. The game's supposed to start at 2:30.
Well, maybe he can call you when he finds out. That's the problem. Fred can't receive phone calls right now from his children.
Yeah.
I cannot.
I'm with you on this.
Yeah. I got to get this fixed. I got to run an eSIM.
Right.
Ben says, John's psychotic hand rubbing's not an emotional trigger. It is a mating call. Much like the clubbed winged mannequin, a fowl common to the Andes, when John rubs his rigid wings together at a rate of over 1,500 times per minute, he produces a loud, ringing violin-type tone to attract females. Since he's on the radio, I'm surprised birds aren't crashing into the window. But maybe his wing song just sucks. John, do us a favor, lotion those bad boys up, and lock in from 6 to 10. The sex can wait.
You know what? This reminds me. Remember when that hawk was following me all over the place?
Yeah.
Maybe that has something to do with this.
That was something indescribable.
It happened in 2 different buildings.
Like, do you know the hawk story?
Oh, man.
Hardy?
Oh, yeah.
So
the one that was waiting for him on his car.
Okay, so this well, and then
that was in Dorchester, but before that, when we were in Brighton.
This is 100% true. It is not. It is documented in photo. It was not a bit. It was not. It's really hard to imagine that this really happened. So it's an eagle, right, or a hawk?
It was a hawk. I don't think it was an eagle.
Yeah. I don't know the difference. I'm not smart. So one time in Brighton, when our show was in Brighton, now one time I said John looks like an eagle, and then it just like kind of manifested from there. Whatever, John looks like an eagle. So whatever with that. But one time when we were in Brighton, there was I think it was an eagle or a hawk, but a big ass bird was in the parking lot, and it was perched on a car in the parking lot. There was probably 50 cars in the parking lot, and it was perched on John's car.
Side
There's
view
a picture
mirror.
of it, yeah.
Yep.
Hardy just found it.
Yep.
Side view mirror, which is very funny, but you can chalk that up to random circumstance. Like there just happened to be, that's a hawk in the area, and it landed on it. All right. Fast forward to Dorchester.
Wait, you're missing one particular story. I went in another different entrance. Usually we'd go around to the left and enter that entrance. I went to a different entrance to the right, and as I walked in, and this is 5:15 in the morning, I look up, and there's the hawk on top of the building looking down on me.
Yeah, he followed John, conceivably
different
followed John
entrance
to a different entrance.
Father?
I don't know.
You joke. And then we fast forward to Dorchester years later, and we're working in that cesspool. And John, like, there's this like hawk like in the parking lot, and John goes outside, and the hawk flies like to him and perches right next to him.
It's on top of my car. It stood on top of my car. Now this happened. You got the story a little wrong.
Right,
we were upstairs. The hawk was on top of my car in the parking lot, and they had me go downstairs.
It's like noteworthy when you see a hawk flying.
Well, that's
or when
why
you
we
see one
noticed
perched
it.
somewhere. I've never
Weird.
seen one on a car, much less on the same person's car in 2 different locations, much less someone who is, by all accounts, a bird man.
Right. I mean, the chances of
By
that
the way,
happening.
2 different cars.
Yeah, the chances of that happening.
I had bought a new
astronomical.
car, and the hawk landed on my car, the new one.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there's some statistician that could do the probability of that happening, but it's really
Bizarre.
really bizarre. Like that is just it happening once because like the only reason we know a hawk's on the car is because everyone makes a big fuss, and they don't know it's John's car. They're like, this giant ass hawk's out in the parking lot,
That's right. We were
and
getting
it's on
pictures.
top of a car.
Yep.
So you look at it and you go, oh wow, that's John's car. Tee hee hee. Then you go to Dorchester, and it's a big deal. Like everyone from the other shows is like, there's a big hawk out there, and then we look outside and it was on John's car, and then it was during the show, so we had John go out there, and I can't remember what happened.
I would be disappointed in the overall world view of things, but also pleased to find out that it was a dedicated listener / falconer who had trained the hawk to do that and perch on John's car, and years later it will be revealed.
Do you understand? But it's so weird that my tendency with the story is to undersell it. Like John had to, be the one to step in to say what. Like I don't It's so unbelievable that it would have gone on his car twice in two different places, years
different
apart.
cars. Yeah.
And it's, by the way, it wasn't like the Hawk was hanging out other days. It just appeared on John's car, and then fast forward years, because what I want to do is undersell the story because it's so crazy. But John is here to tell you straight. I'm not even giving it enough credit.
The Hawk, and it wasn't like this tiny bird. I mean, like this big.
We know what a hawk is.
No, but I mean, there are different sizes. This thing was huge.
Yeah, it's like a foot and a half, I'd say, or a foot and a quarter. Hardy just showed me a picture of it. Big ass bird, biggest bird you ever seen. I mean, biggest bird I've ever seen.
Especially perched on a car.
Yeah, you never see birds don't land and stay on cars ever.
Yeah.
Those kinds, anyway.
I mean, it was like a big fuss before we knew it was John's car. Like, it was like, oh my God, we're in the city, and there's both in the city. I mean, Dorchester and Brighton both in the city. You're like, oh my God, the hell's going on? Boy, that is weird.
It was creepy walking in that side entrance and looking up and seeing that big bird. It was weird.
That is really strange.
Yes.
But what if it was like Blind Scott was a falconer and he had the wherewithal to like get him onto the car? All right. Well, very good. That's a good memory.
Seeing eye bird.
All right. We'll be back in just a moment to steer the ship on home.
Ticket not punched.
Hardy.
No, the ticket's not punched.
Fred.
You got a bunch of stuff wrong when you talk. So much for this country.
Dutcher and Hardy.
I guess this country's a bunch of buffoons that don't know the rules.
You idiot. The Sports Hub.
Hardy, I've run an eSIM on my phone. I've done it myself through the app. Would you please call my phone?
Oh, this is we need a drum roll for this.
I've eSIM'd it. So we've got it.
I like it.
It did a whole thing.
Let's see if Adolfo came through for you.
It did a whole thing. It worked. Adolfo Gonzalez.
Pick it up. Pick it up. We'll talk to each other.
Yo, bro.
Hi, Fred.
What's up, dude? How's it hanging?
Oh, you mean my penis.
Well, yeah.
It's like a night at the Roxbury.
We just fixed the phone.
Way to go.
Adolfo.
Adolfo Gonzalez, ladies and gentlemen. Let's hear it. Yes.
He just saved me about 3 hours.
100 emails, a dozen phone calls.
So
Adolfo fixed it from Dallas.
And you know what? You know what that means, Fred? Someone's going to Providence today.
Yeah, I'm going to go.
Yeah.
I still don't know if I'm going to get there by the time he pitches. If I get, he's got a game at 7 tonight too. By the way,
what?
Yeah, that he's going to. So
where's that one?
BC, I think. So if he's got another game that he's going to, and I go to that one, does that cancel out the Providence one?
Yeah. Look, if he's playing, is he going to pitch tonight? He can't pitch tonight and today.
Well, yeah. So. If he pitches one inning in the game today, he can pitch tonight.
Okay.
I don't think that's a big deal. I know they don't do it in the major leagues, but he's not pitching again for like a week and a half. They don't have anything else. For
you didn't tell me this. If I had known that there was another game he was going to play in tonight at BC, I would have said, there's no way in hell you go to Providence.
It's just that he has to do it. So I would feel bad in a way that he did it and I didn't, no one supported him. I don't know. We'll see.
All
right. Fred, a couple of things to get to that we missed.
I like where you're going. I mean, I like not going. Like, that's good.
Well,
I can't.
No, now you're going.
On that. All right, go ahead.
We missed out on, I'm sure we're all watching the Tony Awards on Sunday night.
Oh, yeah.
Hello.
Of course.
Not surprising at all, according to the Boston Globe, that Schmigadoon won a Tony Award on Sunday night as Best Musical, a buoyant send-up, and Valentine to Golden Age musicals like Oklahoma, The Music Man, Carousel, and obviously Brigadoon. Adapted from an Apple TV series, which also earned Tonys for Best Book and Best Original Score. But the real news here is that there were awards given out for Best Direction of a Musical for Cats, the Jellicle Ball.
Not a Buster Jones. I'm not skin and bones. In fact, I'm remarkably fat.
A career-ending role.
I don't haunt pubs.
Aside from being a huge
for I'm
dick,
St. James's Street cat.
is I even forget his name, James
Corden.
Corden.
Cats, the Jellicle Ball is an exhilaratingly reimagined version of the Andrew Lloyd Webber musical based on the poems of T.S. Eliot. Is a runway dance contest that paid homage to ballroom culture.
Well, at least it's.
Do you want to go to a show? Do you want to go to a Broadway show? No, I do not want to go to a Broadway show. Let's go to New York City and go to a show. No.
Have you ever
thank
been?
you.
Because I've never been, and people are shocked when you say that.
When I was in high school, it was the field trip, the one where they let us loose on the town every night.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
As 16-year-olds, we were allowed to go out in New York on our own. But yeah, we went to a couple of shows. That's the only time I've been to see a Broadway show.
Yeah,
we saw Big River, and we saw The Mystery of Edwin Drood.
Mm-hmm. I like that they gave you free reign and you guys rocked it to the plays.
No. That was that was the schedule.
But
how dare you?
I have not been to. I know John has because his dad's there. But I have in my travels to Manhattan, and there have been a few. I've never gone. I've stayed in Midtown is Broadway, right? That's Midtown.
I don't know.
Yeah, well, I believe it's Midtown, and I've stayed in Midtown, and I've had to be at a theater in Midtown. I've had to speak at a theater, but I've never been to Broadway. I never have done that stuff. Scott's putting stuff all over.
What are you spraying all over
save
yourself?
your skin every day moisturizer.
Sun refresher.
Oh.
What does that mean?
Are you still putting your hand in the bucket of chlorine that you keep for the pool and rubbing that through your hair? You stopped doing that?
I've not done that this year. That day is coming. About mid-July.
Have you opened the pool?
Oh, God, yeah.
Okay.
Pool's been up since April.
Really?
Yeah.
So you got to use it, starting last week?
Yeah, like last week, yeah. Yeah. And none of my kids ever go in it anymore. So
Is it heated?
It's heated. I do not turn the heat on.
Oh, because that's very expensive.
Yeah, because they don't go in.
Right.
And I want to be refreshed when I go in. So I jump in.
Yeah, we got a hot tub, and that lasted about 3 days.
Beetle has one. Hardy, too.
Still, it's just me and my son.
Mm-hmm.
But minimum, I would say between the two of us 5 times a week. And this is 6 years later.
Wow. Getting your money's worth.
Yeah.
And you're handy with that stuff. I could never even figure out how to get the water right.
Thanks for a toothbrush, buddy.
Oh, yeah. Keep it on the down low. No big deal.
Who was that lunatic that? I forget it.
Oh, Paulie the Truck.
sorry.
Paulie the Truck. He was there 2.5 hours. You should have seen how much.
Sorry.
He told Fred. Paulie the Truck told Fred, you're so much better during the day than you are at night on the radio.
No, he said I was so much better at night than I am during the day.
I liked him on when he was on at nights.
And then I said to him, I've never been on at night.
You should have seen Fred's face.
And he just ignored me.
Man.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Where's Hardy? Why did Hardy leave?
He just kept talking. I said, I've never been on at night.
I sicked him on Baz. It was great.
Oh, that must have been great.
Well, I didn't care because he didn't even know who I was. But the thing is, he certainly didn't behave like it. He said that.
C-Bone.
Okay, well, because he probably keeps him away.
Somewhat, yeah.
All right.
I love James Vincent Louth.
He saw Louth, and you should have seen Louth try to go all the way around. I said, Louth, you get your ass right down this walkway. Paulie's been waiting to see you, and he has Louth's phone.
Was he out there for the whole show?
2.5 hours. We put him on at noon.
Scott.
Yeah.
Why do you do that to yourself?
Well, you
do
just
to
did
everybody else.
10 segments on your phone. I heard Holly and Callahan on the way. That's
I didn't say why did you have him show up because it's not good for your show. I meant why did you have him show up because it seems to be self-punishment.
Yeah.
And by the way, the audience, it was a roller coaster. And now, in Adolfo, our old friend, solved the problem.
Unbelievable.
Landed the plane.
That's awesome.
And look, I was complaining at the beginning of the show, kind of hoping that someone would have an idea. But then I got 7,000 emails and we got a bunch of calls. So I said, I'll revisit it.
Adolfo, when Fred flies you up here this summer, first class.
Yeah, that's from Dallas. It's well worth the money. It just gets you in there. A 3-hour flight. Really let you
First class,
stretch out.
Adolfo, mark it down.
And I'll tell you, there's nothing like first class now. It's so much different than sitting anywhere else.
You earned it.
They've jammed so many seats into airplanes.
Except nothing less.
First class isn't first class anymore.
No.
Unless you get a pod.
Well, yeah, unless you're like international, which I wouldn't even know about. But yeah, like on a domestic flight, like a regular domestic flight.
Yeah.
I get upgraded because of the status.
Yeah, because we got that classy.
The diamond status.
The medallion.
It's a whole thing.
It's like a different world.
But I'll get upgraded to first class. I don't care.
They look at you different now when they see it on your bag.
Yeah. Can't kick me off your flights anymore. I'm diamond status.
I'll yell at whoever I want to yell at.
God
damn it.
Don't blow it up more than it was. It wasn't yelling. It was stern talking. Oh, that's right.
You're waiting for you.
I don't know why he cares. All right. That'll do it for us. Everyone have a great day. Bye.